Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 14 of Mafia, the definitive edition. In the last episode, Don Salieri almost was hit, and Carlo was responsible. Well, Carlo is street pizza now. So, it's time to do what any normal mob would do whenever their Don almost gets killed. Start a mob war! Actually, the mob war has already started. Salieri intends on finishing it. So, what is he gonna do? Well, seeing as how the most powerful men in the world are connected to Morello, he's gonna have to get rid of them one by one. Starting with the Councilor Salieri himself, considering we did ace his son back in part 8, I do believe. So with that said, we're gonna have to head over to Salieri, and we're gonna have to prepare ourselves for quite possibly one of the toughest missions in the PS2 version, because this was actually a stealth mission in the PS2 version. Yeah, you couldn't bring any heater whatsoever. Just, you gotta have to bring yourself. And also, you have to sneak aboard the steamboat in order for you to get to Salieri in the first place. Well, here's the thing. That's a really big change compared to the PS2, because unlike a PS2 where you just gotta sneak aboard the ship and then eventually find the vantage points to get to Salieri, well, and also finding the gun without being noticed. Instead, now you have this mission.
Our guy's in place.
Good.
We're finally going after him.
Soon. But first we have to soften him up. Morello's got the cops, the politicians, and even some judges in his pocket. We can't afford to bite them all off, so we need to scare them into abandoning Morello's sinking ship.
We bump off the right idiot, the rest are going to realize sticking with Morello ain't too good for their health.
First in line for the pine box is this asshole, Ghilotti. The counselor's still seeing red over his dead kid, so he's never going to turn on Morello.
Christ, that guy's been giving us fits since 32. Let me take care of him, boss.
Why do you think you're here? Then he's got it all figured out.
The counselor is celebrating his birthday with a big shindig on a steamboat. He's pulling out all the stops, booths, broads, fireworks. He's even giving a speech to the press. What kind of security? Just in normal detail, a few guys with Roscoe's. None of the other fellas are gonna do dick to protect that piece of shit. Okay. I'll talk my way into the party, put two in his head. Slow down, Junior. Gilotti's corrupt, but he ain't stupid. His crew be searching everyone who comes on board, so you can't be carried. So, what? Throw him overboard, see if he can swim. Don't go getting creative on me. You're still going to shoot him, for fuck's sake. When you get on deck, you make for the head. We got a janitor on the take, and he's planted a revolver in the bathroom.
And then you just cool your heels. Mingle. Try not to look like a hatchet man until Ghilotti makes his appearance. You wait for that bastard to start his speech, and only then do you put one between his eyes.
We want it done in public to get people talking. Sure. But you got a plan for getting back to shore? Sam and Paulie are down the docks working on that. You meet up with them there, and they'll fill you in on the rest of the details. Okay. Gilotti's done, boss. You won't have to worry about him after tonight.
I don't doubt it, Tommy.
Buona fortuna, Tom.
Well, you heard Don Salieri. It's time for us to go over to the docks. So with that said, I'm going to go on ahead and check out all the cars that we've gotten thus far. And I'm pretty sure we got 10 out of 37 of them, which isn't that bad. We even had a default car from the way it seems. So, I might as well just tell you that in the original, this would have been a time limit the moment we stepped foot in the car. Because you had a time limit to get down to the docks, knock the dude out, take a sailor suit, and get onto the boat. Yeah, Mafia was a really hard game in the PS2 version. Definitive Edition all but made it easier. So your best bet was to take the fastest car you got in your garage. Pretty sure Ralphie saved him for you, but I don't think that was available for the PS2. A car would have already been available for you, which would have been fast enough to complete the mission, but you know how the slow start handling of the cars in the original Mafia game were atrocious. Just absolutely atrocious. So on this boat ride, we're going to find Councilman Ghilotti, yes, I think I got it correctly, Councilman Ghilotti, and we're going to kill him. Yes, we're going to kill him to pretty much cut off the bloodline. And more importantly, to intimidate Morello, but mostly to cut off the bloodline. But whatever the case, Tommy already made a mistake by killing his son. And now he's going to go on ahead and have to rectify that mistake by killing the father. And he's practically the reason this mob war even exists. So, with that said, we're going to have to get into the docks, and we are going to have to steal that sailor suit. Oh, but bear in mind one thing. You come in with a gun, you're not getting on the boat. So in order for you to get on the boat, you are going to need to go over here to talk to Sam. And once you talk to Sam, he'll let you in, and he will tell you that there's a dead sailor in the area. We're going to take his sailor suit, and we're going to go into the car. I mean on a boat, sorry, on the boat.
I'll go find him.
Now I am going to warn you. You will have no weapons once you get on that boat. All of your belongings will be gone. So don't cause trouble that you don't need to... Okay, how should I put this? Don't cause unnecessary trouble. That's what I meant to say. Save that for after you kill Ghilotti. So, with that said, let's head into the bathroom. Because a certain someone is dying on the toilet. Wow. That poor sailor. He came down with a bad case of, scurvy, and he was throwing up so bad he hit his head on the toilet. Yes, that's the story for when the police find his dead body there. So with that said, let's just take this sailor suit and go away, and also make sure that if you want to pick up any collectibles, to do it now. They're in the area. And then once you get out, it's time for you to get on the boat. Again, your weapons must not be drawn. Actually, now that I think about it, once you're in the sailor suit, you don't have your weapons. Well, at least in this mission anyway. The sailor suit's going to end up being delivered into the safe house of yours, which you could change into any of your outfits if you want to. But for right now, we've got other things to worry about. Like a dead councilman. So we're going to have to make that happen. You know, not once have I ever been on a cruise ship. I've only been on a steamboat. So, let's make that happen.
You think he's gonna pull this off?
He's sure as shit gonna kill Ghilotti. Getting off that boat? Well, he's gonna need a guardian angel.
You don't need no fucking angel. He's got us looking out for him.
So, how does this mission start? As soon as the cutscene ends and you get full control of Tommy, there's one thing you need to do. Find the janitor. You find him, and then you go and get the key. Once you get the key, then you go and get the gun, and that's all you gotta do.
Heard some guests complaining.
But more importantly, you gotta ask the sailors around for the janitor. Because guess what? Those guys are not going... Well, the guys in red are not going to tell you. They're going to look at you like you're some creep. But there is one particular sailor you got to be wary of. That guy. Right. God damn it. Hold on one second. I didn't think Chipotle would come as fast as it did, but who knew? Anyway, like I said, that sailor will pretty much out you later on. So you might want to avoid him until the scene where you actually have to face him. By the way, this was a stealth mission because you walking around as a sailor doesn't mean that you won't get caught by guys like him who, by the way, would actually have the cursor on you and would probably try to beat you up if you go any closer to them. But here's the guy you want to talk to. Or at least one of them. This guy will tell you that the janitor is going to be in the engine room. Whatever you do, head to the engine room and nowhere else. Well, you could get something from the table, but that's it. Head to the engine room and nowhere else. And you want to know why? Because if you wander around too much, people will get suspicious. And when people get suspicious, yeah, they're going to try to fire at you. And you have no gun. Yet. Oh, by the way, that transpin was a signal for... was actually a signifier for the previous mission. Because you had to jump into the trash bin to protect yourself from being, spotted. Again, this was a stealth mission. So here's the guy in the engine room. So you talk to the wasted son of a gun, and he'll tell you about the key. Again, this was a stealth mission. Well, not too much of a stealth mission anymore. People's not going to actually bother you in this one. You just walk around and get all the collectibles, since the collectibles are based off of Mafia 2 and 3. But
you ever say my name again,
you'll
be found floating outside.
If you do manage to accidentally hit somebody, which honestly you can't, like, throw a punch, you will end up being attacked. And you don't want to do that. Alright, now that I found the key, we need to go to the bathroom. Not that bathroom, but the bathroom downstairs. Oh, remember that guy I told you to watch out for? In the PS2 version, he would be, like, guarding the engine room. And you had to wait for him to, get out of the way. But here, he was waiting for you at that very bathroom that you needed to go to. So, layeth the smacketh down on that guy. And be careful, because he was about to pull out a gun. And if you didn't beat him, he was going to shoot you. And alert everybody on the ship, which in turn will fail the mission.
Come on. Where the fuck are you?
Okay, you got the gun, but for the love of God, please do not pull it out in public. Because if you do, you will be, spotted. Oh, and by the way, that KO'd sailor, you'd have to put him in the garbage can. Now then, I should also mention you might want to be careful in the PS2 version, because you still are sneaking around. If the captain catches you, you gotta knock him the fuck out in order for you to get into that door. Here, the captain just walk past you and ignore you because you're part of the crew. Now go straight to the vantage point, and then we wait for Ghilotti to show his head so we could put a bullet or two in it. or 3, depending on my aim.
Hey, John. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
As long as the bar stays open, Counselor.
Good man. Have another for me, huh? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Alright, you stupid councilman. Oh wait, I can't get caught. They're gonna try to... They're gonna kill me if I do that. We gotta wait for the fireworks, just as the objective says. We'll just have to wait. And not a moment sooner. Because if you do, yeah, you're still gonna be shot at, but you're gonna fail the mission for not shooting Ghilotti after the fireworks. Or Ghilotti. I keep mispronouncing the man's name. But it doesn't matter, he's gonna be dead after the fireworks goes off. On his 50th birthday, no less. Oh well. It had to come to this. You side with Morello, you're going to be on the worst side of the grave. The underside.
Thank you, everyone. And now for the fireworks, huh?
This ship will be your tomb. And speaking of which, fireworks. There we go. One more for the road, folks. Yep, 3 shots like I said, because I suck at shooting. Maybe I should have shot those guys downstairs so they wouldn't come after me. Up, and here they come. Hide, you fool. Hide in the cover. Hide, you idiot. Well, oops. Oh yeah, I also forgot the fireworks actually does damage to you. Let's try this again. You can kill the guys downstairs, but afterwards you should take cover and let the guys in there come after you. By all means. Be careful though, because the fireworks actually will do damage to you. And if not the fireworks, then most likely the guy with the Tommy gun in the bottom, in the cabin actually. But again, be careful. And while you're at it, make sure you get... Oh god, that fucker right there. I was about to say, make sure you get the first aid kit, because past me is stupid enough to forget the first aid kit exists. I thought I actually got the first aid kit, that's the thing. And I thought that was a gangster too, so, oops. Well, that's another dead civilian. My bad. I really should have got that first aid kit. I would have survived this section right here. Probably wouldn't, but oh. Oh god. I am getting tore up from the floor up here. Retreat! Retreat, you fool! And what's this? Oh, it's a letter from Morello from Ghilotti. So, might as well just end this right here. We don't have to worry about that letter being delivered. Ghilotti is dead. And funny part is, he was one of those people on that list of people in the hotel that Frank was actually writing a letter to. Yeah, kind of messed up that Frank sold us out like that. Not kind of, it was messed up. Also, you gotta be careful of the guys that shows up out of the corner, and make sure that you manage to kill the guy on the other side of the corner. And pick up a Tommy gun. For the love of God, pick up a Tommy gun. You're gonna need it. It's only gonna get worse from here. As you can see, there's guys coming out of the woodwork. And make sure you get the guy that's in the corner too. Like that guy right there that just snuck my ass. Ah, god damn it, not again. You know, I was trying to go through without any failures or any deaths, but lo and behold, it happens. I was doing fine in the last part, well, aside from me getting shot up, but this part, not so much. Ooh, right in the throat. Who would have known? Well, that guy's going overboard. And here, I thought I was supposed to go there to get the to the boat, but no. Where I need to go is over to the left. To the left, you fool. No, go back down the stairs. Go to the left. Thank you. And be careful if you run out of ammo. Because you're going to have to wait for Paulie and Sam to show up with a boat. If push comes to shove, you can always jump when it gets too much for you. Like now. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that's one person on Morello's pocket that's gone. We're going to keep picking off more of Morello's connections until Morello is left. His brother is going to be dead in the next episode. See you guys in part 15. Peace out.